everyone. In May, we gave you an eye-opening look into how easily human traffickers can groom their victims. Alicia Tappan shared with us how it happened to her in high school. A trusted coach videotaped other students raping her while classmates cheered them on. He used that video to intimidate her into having sex with whomever he said. She turned to friends and teachers for help. They turned their backs on her, except for one man. For years, she's wanted to thank him, but didn't know how to find him. I did a little digging, and tonight, in a story you will see only on WKRG News 5, she comes face to face with a man she says saved her life. Nervous, Alicia Tappan prepares to reconnect with a man who years ago helped her when others tried to shame and silence her. What do you think it's going to be like?
I'm going to cry happy tears, I think, because I really am grateful for this man.
This man stepped up when other school staff members tried to hush up the story of the night Tappan, a teenager then, was raped. When she told him and others what happened to her, drugged by a high school coach and sexually traded by classmates, this man refused to look the other way. How do you think your life would have been different if he had not done what he did?
I don't think I'd be here today.
What do you mean?
I didn't have the courage or the bravery to be able to speak up for myself after I'd been silenced by my peers. So going to authorities was not even a question in my mind. And because of the humiliation that I endured, I was very suicidal, and I didn't have a reason to live anymore. All my dreams were squashed in very few short months.
Mr. Adam Ben Scooter reported the coach's crimes to police, leading them to video of the rape, ultimately sending that coach to prison.
Hi, here I am.
How's it going?
I'm living the dream, sir. I'm living the dream. How are you?
20 years later, Tappan now gets to say,
thank you. I know I'm probably going to tire you out with it, but I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
She told me a few minutes ago, had it not been for you, she does not think she would be alive, that she wouldn't be here.
That's, wow. Well, I'm glad I was there, because as you can see what an amazing person she is and what she's doing.
Tappan.
I knew everything about human trafficking because I'd been through it. Now I was studying it.
Now the executive director of the secret place in Northwest Florida.
This isn't stuff I'm talking about from 7 years ago when I first figured this out. I'm dealing with this every day.
Educates the public on how to identify human trafficking and go to police, even if all they have is a suspicion.
Still befuddles me. And even back then, I didn't realize how much grief you had to go through with just the adults. But
the adults were the hardest.
Yes, and after getting through that whole process, oh yeah, I could see it. So many people knew. It wasn't even funny.
Really?
Talking to him years later only emboldens Tappan's mission to help other victims of human trafficking and to help the rest of us become what she calls safe people, which means we must pay attention.
They're not going to come and tell you, hey, I'm being trafficked. Most likely they're going to tell you that they're having a hard time with something, or they're in an abusive relationship, or they're not saying this. They're showing things by not coming to class or changing their look. One of the big signs of suicide is they chop off their hair and color it. They want to look like somebody else, right? They don't identify with who they are. And so I was feeling that. I had body dysmorphia. I couldn't even recognize myself in a mirror.
Back then, Mr. Ben Scooter noticed changes in Tappan. He asked the normally outgoing student council president why she was so sad. He got a shocking answer, then did the right thing.
He did take the steps, and he went and didn't care what the consequences were, and that's what we need. We need parents like that. We need teachers like that. We need church pastors like that aren't going to be afraid and aren't going to just tell them that it's only you.
Tappan says there's so much more work to be done. Every time she shares her story, at least one victim comes forward. Next week, Mr. Ben Scooter will come to the Gulf Coast for a special event hosted by The Secret Place, a special screening of the documentary Surviving Sex Trafficking. Mr. Ben Scooter will be receiving a special award. It's a free event and you're invited. For more information, go to WKRG.com.